Chris, everyone. So I'm going to talk very briefly about Caddy. So Caddy is a new web server. So there's Apache, there's Nginx, there's several incumbents. Caddy is a very new web server the project was started about a year ago, but it's got some interesting ideas and it's a little different, but I kind of like it. So, what is Caddy? It's an HTTP 2 web server, also serves HTTP 1. It's not Apache, which I think is a really good point of it. I'm not a huge fan of Apache by any stretch of the imagination. It's open source, it's Apache 2 licensed, new-ish. It hasn't had a stable release yet. The last release broke a load of API changes, a load of the API. It's not Nginx. I quite like Nginx, but it's nice to have something different. And it comes with several features. Automatic SSL using the ACPI protocol. So with just a simple line in the config, it'll go off and it will just fetch an SSL certificate from your site from Let's Encrypt or anything like that. Supports fast CGI out the box. It's got an extensive directive and middleware API where the directives and middlewares are written using Go. It's got the Caddy file, really simple config file format, easier than Nginx, which again is easier than Apache's config. So the most basic Caddy file that you can write is just the word localhost, which, and this has got lots of live demos in, so it'll definitely, something won't work and it'll go horribly wrong, but I'll give it a go. So, all I've done is I've run Caddy. I'm using a Docker image and I've just set a Caddy file I've mapped a volume from the Caddy file into the image with just the word localhost and a serve directory. And that should just then, hopefully, just give me a file and just serve it up. Really, really easy, really straightforward. Proxy into fast CGI, exactly the same, really easy. Add a fast CGI line. I'm using Docker for this, so instead of putting the hostname 127.0.0.1, I've created another Docker container, I'm linking them together and I've given it the name PHP. Start those containers. For this I'm using my own PHP Docker file from the hub, and same for Caddy, but don't ever use them because they're going to be out of date and I should probably delete them. Doing that, we should have really simple proxy straight through the PHP, there's an info thing, and the Caddy file was 2 lines. Really easy. Talking about the directives and the middlewares, there's some really interesting ones. And as I say, they're written in Go. They can include assets and things like that. So I've picked one here. I've picked a couple seemingly random. One called File Manager. Again, I'm just using my own Caddy image and just using a volume outside in, sending some files through. So if I start that container, start that, and you get a nice, nice file browser. It's got lots of nice images. There's an image of that's me diving. Another image of someone that's between 2 continents. Filling time with diving photos. Again, 2 continents. And that's a chap I know called Mark. We've got the North American tectonic plate and the Eurasian tectonic plate, and he's touching both of them. Yeah, you get the idea. Another interesting directive is the Git directive, which it's got some pretty cool options. One of them is to just do a timed pull from a repo to the file system and serve that up. Again, you can just add one line to this and you get free, easy SSL. So if I run this one, with any luck, yeah. So Caddy's gone off and it's pulled the repo, pulled some HTML down, and it will just serve that up. And you can see here, really straightforward HTML, and then the repo. Yeah, it's just pulled that down. You can also send through commands to run after fetch, send long running commands as well that it will run as a background process, so it won't block the initial render, and will just serve the previous pages. Yeah, so like this, you could pull the repo and then run something like Hugo, which is a static site generator in Go. Seems to be getting quite a decent amount of traction. There's loads and loads. It's whatever I'm using to do my slide is just to completely screw out that formatting. Yeah, just loads of official directives, middlewares, things for profiling, things for converting markdown to HTML. There's the TLS one, which deals with encryption, let's encrypt, and then the community, and there's getting quite a strong community based around Caddy, and they're developing some quite interesting directives and middlewares like the file manager, the Git one, Hugo, DSP, JSON web tokens, ones for sending emails. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's really makes it really nice and straightforward to throw something online. So the reason I like it is, yeah, there's a really healthy ecosystem developing around the project. It's not Apache or Nginx, which is great. You can combine the directives, so you can combine TLS and Git and Hugo and other directives to make something fairly interesting, fairly simply. Interesting-ish. So you can make a static site from Git searchable. So by adding just a search directive to my site, which is built from the Git repo, it's pulled the repo down, and so I've got my static site, and based on that, there's also a middleware that's intercepting. You can use your own templates for this. Intercepting requests to /search, and it'll let you search the site. And last time I tried this, it didn't work. It still doesn't work, so it's consistently bad. Again, using Hugo. So Hugo is quite a cool tool. It's quite a nice kind of command line tool for building static sites. Again, really simple Caddy file. This time I've added basic auth. If you stored your auth in the Caddy file of this, you'd be nuts, but never mind. And that's also integrating with another directive. So they're using the file manager and Hugo, and they've modified the file manager middleware to understand Hugo, and you can just go through. It understands kind of the config file. You can go through, you can set your config. Save that, publish, set a theme. Save, publish, and with any luck, oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's created a Hugo file, and it's passed the markdown and configuration files in that folder, automatically executed Hugo, and it was just dead easy to set up. Does anyone use it in production? Some people do. I think that's a really bad idea. It's a really early project, and you'd be crazy to do that, and it's mainly used by people with very small sites, blogs. I use it for my girlfriend's blog. Yeah, really important projects use it in production. Should you use it in production? No. Said that already. Pub.